Yeah. All right. Every day I come back to this setup, there's a new technical issue. Which this ain't ideal. Now Facebook apparently doesn't let you stream on your page anymore, which is not ideal. Also YouTube glitching the shit out. It's the streams don't work, and it sort of puts the streams in a limbo, but apparently is running now. So have had horrible sleep, and yesterday I could only drink half a liter of water due to this test I had to do today. So I've been rehydrating myself, but I am extremely tired. So we're not going to be doing anything anything sort of certainly heavy today. So we're going to keep the weights super light, and I'm just going to try and go pretty much back to back to back, triceps, biceps, shoulders. Do like a circuit, do as many rounds of that as I can, and that'll be it. So get a bit of just blood flowing, get some volume, some tear up happening in the muscles, and get the gains from the sets and from the reps, but just keep the weight super low and just trying to push the reps and sets. That's pretty much it, and trying to get some blood flow. So yeah, but from experience, really do not want to do anything that pushes into like in terms of like a significant effort put into a single repetition. I don't want to do that, but it's fine if I do lighter weight but more reps. If the difficulty comes from that, it's should be fine here. So that's what we are looking to do today. So yeah, let's just get to it. I'm gonna enable the workout tracking here on my watch. Is there anything else that I forgot to touch on? I don't think so. Oh yeah, there's some renovation happening in the building outside. So if you hear drilling, that's what's going on. Probably not very nice to listen to, but it is what it is. I will slightly center this pulley again, because apparently it's been moving around. Just gonna warm up the everything, elbows mainly. These bicep curls are probably gonna be heavier than I'd probably start with ideally, but oh, yeah. Take it easy. Might do less reps on the bicep curl here as we get started, because when you're really tired and you're still warming up, you don't want anything to feel like a crazy amount of effort. You just want to kind of smoothen into it and get things rolling from a sort of a volume perspective. Take it light, do more warm-ups, and then once you feel like you're good to go, then you can go. But until then, just take it easy. Oh, that's a bit too much to start with. Really stiff. Really come down. Should start with even less, but it's kind of a nightmare to set up. Getting a bit of a feeling that this is probably going to be far shorter than I even anticipated. So, for some reason, my forearm, this sort of connecting part between the bicep and the forearm, sort of sore, feels pretty beat up. Can't think of anything that I've done with it. I did the squats, but that doesn't do anything for that part of the body. Unless I unnecessarily was squeezing that, but I can't believe that's the case. Okay. Oh my lord. Shit the bed, I'm tired. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Also, getting a significant amount of pain in my wrists once again. I think it's the joints. So that does put some limits on the shoulder exercises as well, but Oh. Yeah, even that feels not good on the joints, so it is what it is. Dropping back down 5 kilos here. We'll just try and go higher on the reps on this one, but it doesn't, when you get that much joint pain versus the actual muscle stimulus, you don't really want to go down that road. So, might be that the damage in the forearms is from the previous upper body workout we had. It was pretty tough now that I recall what we did. So it does make sense since we did work the vertical axis, which tends to be pretty tough on that part of the arm for me. So it could be that. I thought I would have recovered better, but clearly not. I did have pretty bad night last night, so really shouldn't be speaking when I'm doing the reps because I lose count super easy. All right. Shit. It's not like, this is really annoying because I mostly feel it in my wrists rather than any of the muscles that I'm actually trying to target, but that's what it is. I need to be super mindful of the technique when it comes to the upright row. It's very easy to get it to go into the wrong place. All right. Next set, we're just basically going to keep going until I feel like that's it. Just Just trying to accrue some volume here. Also, what I've really realized is that if I want to grow my arms, I really need to work them a lot more than I do now. They can really take a beating. It takes proper stimulus to make them grow. I'd love to have my old arms back. It'd be nice. I also want to check if the Instagram live thing is actually working this time. Oh, it is. Wouldn't you? God damn. God damn it is. Technology. Yeah, it's not the success rate on the Instagram live is not very good. Probably like 40% of the time it works. Or connects, should I say. Because that's the same thing anyway. Whoa. I should probably do the Instagram live though straight from my phone. It's not this kind of cropping stuff from the mainstream isn't exactly great. Oh shit. It's so weird because it feels like weird pressure in my wrist when I do that. Initially I thought it made sense because of the surgery when they went through here, because it's kind of the same spot, but I also have that on my left. So go figure why that is. But yeah, I mainly need to stop the sets due to just the pain in every other thing except the muscle that I'm trying to work. That's the drilling. That's not my fart. It's the drill. I swear. I guess that's 10. Again, shouldn't be speaking when I'm doing reps. Did I lose count? Jeez. Also very difficult to oh yeah, you can't see shit if I'm doing triceps. You can't see absolutely anything on Instagram. It's kind of part of the problem with the vertical format, or going from this to that. Oh shit, I should probably take off the weight. Shit. Fuck. More than anything, I feel that there's pain in my elbow, or I think it's my vein, but I don't fucking know what it is. Vein pain. Could be something else. What on earth am I gonna do with that Instagram view? I guess I just need to adjust it as we move along. Is that centered? I guess it is. Okay, let's put these back. Starting to get a bit of a pump in the arms, so still feeling pretty good. So we'll go. I probably need to adjust that a tad, but. Shit. Jeez. Mainly had to stop that because I'm getting nerve pain in my left arm. At least that's my excuse. What's up, Gulliver? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the basement. All right. No. Getting lightheaded. Oh, jeez. Shit, am I gonna fucking pass out doing bicep curls? Oh, jeez. Whoa. Jeez, really woozy. This is just my health condition doing its stuff. Not because I'm working out particularly hard. Gulliver saying, "You look like a Viking." Well, that's I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah, sorry. I have some workers coming in doing renovations. Yeah, I recommend you don't push yourself too hard. You might pass out due to being dizzy. Yeah. Oh, believe me, I'm stopping short of that. But getting close, pretty close. It's just something I need to always play with. Let's do our left arm as well. I had to mute the mic because of the construction people coming in. All right, I think this might be our last set. I'm trying slightly different cues on that. Still not really sure on the technique. I would need to do a bunch of other stuff. I feel like it I can make it very easy, activate my upper back, but ideally I want to just activate the side delt here. So it's a bit of a mixed bag on that, but still gotta experiment a bit more. So, oh, by the way, thanks for the follow, Gulliver. Nice to have you with us. So, Gulliver asking, do you use protein? Do you mean like additional supplement? Like supplement protein, like whey powder or stuff like that. So I get all of my protein from just food, but I have supplemented before. But right now, I'm basically eating pretty low carb. Probably at maximum, I have like 150 grams of carbs a day, and that's on the high end. Usually it's around 100. So when that changed, I do eat quite a bit of more meat than I did before. And because of that, I don't supplement right now. But I did before that. I did use whey powder. I've also used out of the kind of non-animal based sources. I liked rice protein the most in terms of like just flavor, and it felt best to me. But yeah, no more. I mean, whey is really good because it has a really good profile in terms of the amino acids that you get. But plant-based protein can still be really good. It just depends on really the quality of it in general. But yeah, right now I don't need to supplement, and I eat about 200 grams of protein daily now, so it's quite a lot of food that I put away. And right now it's most of it is chicken, and I eat a bit of beef also every day, and then I get a fair bit out of dairy products. So in terms of dairy, I only have pretty much two things. I have kefir, and then I have this sort of natural yogurt. It's called. But basically, I eat those mainly for the gut microbiome benefits. But they do also taste good, and they have excellent macro profiles. So get a bit of everything. And they nicely beef up my protein sources as well. So yeah, right now I don't use any whey protein or any other protein powder, but I don't have anything against it by any stretch of the imagination. Right now, I will say that when I eat pretty low carb, it's obviously feeling full, being satiated, and feeling full. I still need to put food in there, and that's why the whey doesn't really fit my what I'm eating right now. It's sort of would just, I wouldn't be satiated by that, other than what amino acids just do for you satiation wise. So nothing against it. It just doesn't have a role in my configuration right now. But yeah, I mean, if you need to supplement protein, I would probably recommend starting with whey and go from there. Or if you don't eat animal products, then just pick one of the, whichever one you like the most. Oh, this is surprisingly, my rear delt is having a hard time stabilizing this. You want to jump in and do one last tricep set and then finish off with another delt. Gulliver asks, do you think getting protein from food is better or not? So I'd say that's a kind of a multifactorial thing. It doesn't seem to me like there's a clear scientific answer, but it's, again, I'd say it's more in terms of the quality of the protein. There's probably less of a significance, but I'd say it's a bigger factor in terms of how it fits into your the whole picture of your nutrition. So if you, like, for example, for me, it wouldn't be a good fit because then I would be eating less like proper foods like the chicken or the beef or whatever. So I would be less satiated. So even if I would be hitting my protein goal, I would still be hungry more, which would then intervene with my nutritional balance. And if I would be hungry, I'd probably be eating more stuff that I shouldn't really be eating. So it kind of offsets the balance there. So I'd say that's pretty much the first thing to consider. If your nutrition is otherwise, in a good place and you're satiated and you feel good, but you need to add protein, then that's where things like powders can be super useful because it doesn't change much at all, but it just gets you to protein goal. But yeah, I mean, based on what I've seen, it's super obscure whether, I would say, as often as you can, it's a better bet to go with whole foods, food as how it comes from nature. It's a good bet. So anytime you process something, there are some risks or concerns to be thought about, especially with processed food. There's something that I don't think science is very much caught up on, but when it comes to taking a food and powdering it up and condensing it, usually there's an aim, like they want protein out of it, but you're also condensing a bunch of other stuff into that powder, which you as an individual might be getting in excessive quantities. Not the protein specifically, but other elements and components that come from, let's say dairy food. So that's definitely the main thing that I've noticed myself has been the main issue or the main challenge, because those things don't really fit me very well. So that's my concern is, are you getting something in that condensed form that you are getting too much of in relation to what your body can process nicely? And there's clearly variance between people. Like some people can process things with no issues, and some just can't. So that would be kind of my main concern. Because if you think of the food as it comes from, let's say that the animal, if it's dairy, or if it's wheat, you know, if you were to just go out and graze on wheat as how it grows in nature, then you would be eating a very different amount of that compared to a condensed powder that's, you know, a very highly condensed form of that plant. So you're getting certain ratios that you wouldn't be seeing in nature. So that's really one of the main unknown concerns that I would have. But in short, probably not as significant as some people suggest. Yeah, I feel pretty wiped at this point, so we'll just leave it at that. I'll wrap up by doing this one last set of side raises, and that'll be it. What's up, Saud? Is that how you pronounce your name? I hope you're doing well as well. See you later, Gulliburn. Saud, how do I pronounce your name? Saud? Is that correct? You have a question, ask ahead. Or ask away, I guess, is the correct version of that. God damn. So it says, I'm trying to lose fat. I was 125 kg. Now I am 114 kg. I train 6 times a week, eating 200 grams of protein, 200 carbs, and 60 fat. How much cardio should I do per week? So, well, first of all, you've lost over 10 kilos, so good job on that. So this is a very tough question to answer. It's very multifactorial. First of all, I'm not a professional, so consult your doctor, physician whenever you do anything. So this is not advice, this is only for informational purposes only. But so if you're trying to lose fat, the the fundamental fact remains that you need to be in a calorie deficit. So you should figure out your basal metabolic rate, how much your body just burns on its own. I'm sure you know this already. And then you can roughly calculate what your calorie consumption is. There are different calculators online based on the type of training you do. And you put those together, and that's what you consume in a day. And if you want to lose fat, you got to go under that number. Now, the more you go under, the faster you'll lose that weight. But obviously, don't be too drastic with it. Kind of a typical, pretty reasonable rate is to. This depends on your size, obviously. If you're smaller, then it could be drastic. But in your case, it's very common for people to go a few hundred calories underneath that. And I'm sorry if you know this already. I'm sure you do. Because it sounds like I'm just saying this because you're asking about cardio, and I just want to emphasize that no matter what you do, you have to go below that calorie number so that you lose weight. Because the thing is, when you exercise, it increases your appetite. If you do more cardio, you're hungrier. If you do more lifting, you're hungrier. So usually, it's very common for people to work out, and then their appetite increases, and then they basically eat as much as they would, relatively speaking, as much as they would compared to not exercising. So the calorie thing is really super important to understand. Your body needs to consume more than you're putting in, and when you do that, then it's gonna take it from here. It's gonna take it from obviously everywhere in your body, from your fat storage, but that's what you need to do. So how much cardio you should do? I'd say do whatever is maintainable. I would mainly, in your case, or in most people's cases, I would probably do cardio mainly from a cardiovascular health standpoint. I would focus on that. I think Andrew Huberman has put together a protocol for this. If you Google or go to YouTube and write Andrew Huberman cardiovascular health protocol or something like that, you'll get kind of those baseline recommendations. I would just do that just to ensure you have the health basis checked out, and then I would just do that, and don't worry about cardio in terms of burning more calories, because again, it's going to make you hungrier and hungrier. So I would just focus on the health front in terms of cardio, and then just go in a calorie deficit in relation to what your baseline is plus your consumption, and then you're going to lose fat. But yeah, he has good protocols on that. But that's what I would do, because if you just try and solve it with more cardio, you're going to get more tired, you're going to get hungrier. So that's why I would do it from a perspective of optimal cardiovascular health, and then just decrease the calories to the calorie deficit point that you're happy with. Usually, like a very decent rate would be a 500 calorie deficit, and at your size, I would probably estimate that's very viable. Although again, you probably want to check that with a doctor and other professionals. This is only informational purposes, but at your size, it wouldn't be unheard of. So that's a pretty decent rate. Although you can go with less. You can although I'd say probably going below 200 calorie deficit is probably going to be quite slow. Usually the 500 is a pretty, it's already a good pace. So you'll actually see some and feel some results, which is pretty important when you're trying to lose weight. So Saud says the hungry part I don't mind. That's good. That's a really, if that's not an issue for you, then you have a superpower, because a lot of people, that's where they get caught up in. My mind dedication is a bank vault. That's good. Well, you should be really happy and grateful for that, because that's can be a superpower in this process. If you're doing cardio 3 to 4 times a week, 30 minutes. Yeah, again, I don't know how fast you're going, what your heart rate is, etc. But check out the Andrew Huberman protocol. He's basically put it together from other professionals, and it kind of covers your bases, because you want to do a bit of zone 2 stuff, and then you want to do some high intensity stuff. Again, check with your doctor if you can't do, high intensity stuff. I don't know the big picture here, but yeah, I would just basically do that, tick the boxes, and be fine. But even if you don't get hungry, you still might get tired. And again, if you're like super tired all the time, you just don't want to hit the gym or do the cardio. So the fatigue is also something very much to be considered, taken into the equation. So I wouldn't personally, like, the calorie deficit is going to be the answer if you want to lose weight. That's like end all be all. So getting there with cardio alone is probably going to burn you out. You're probably going to get fatigued and tired at some point. So and if you can endure the hunger that might come, then yeah, even more reason to lean into that. So that would be my answer. All right, that's it for today. Gonna eat, gonna hit the shower, and then head home. So thanks for tuning in. Pleasure to hang out with some of you here. And if you're not following or subscribing wherever you may be watching, consider doing so. This is what we do. We just lift weights here, and yeah, it's fun when there's actually somebody here to talk with. So that's you can always ask anything you might want to ask me. Cool. That's it for today. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Finished.